Did you know there are powerful things you can do instead of walking that might actually help you live longer? Walking has always been a gold standard for good health, and for good reason. But as we age, walking can become harder, whether from arthritis, balance issues, fatigue, or just plain pain. And some folks end up thinking, if I can't walk like I used to, I must be falling behind. But here's the truth. While walking is great, it's not the only way to stay strong, mobile, and sharp. In fact, doctors have revealed 5 alternative habits that, when practiced regularly, can be just as powerful, if not more. When it comes to longevity, in this video we'll walk you through 5 things you can do instead of walking that support your heart, your muscles, and even your brain. These aren't high-impact routines or overwhelming fitness plans. They're simple, doable habits that you can build into your daily life, right in your living room, on your porch, or even sitting in your chair. We'll look at why these habits work, how they support your health after 60, and why so many doctors are starting to recommend them alongside, or sometimes even ahead of, traditional walking. Stay with us until the end, because one of these might just become your new favorite way to stay energized and independent for years to come. And no matter your age or ability, you'll find something here that meets you exactly where you are, while helping you move confidently toward a healthier, longer life. Number 1, a stretching habit keeps your body moving. You don't have to walk miles each day to keep your body limber, balanced, and strong. Sometimes the best thing you can do is slow down and stretch gently, intentionally, and consistently. Doctors have found that stretching just 10 to 15 minutes a day can dramatically improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and support better posture and circulation, especially in older adults who spend more time sitting or moving cautiously. When you stretch your body, you're not just working your muscles, you're lengthening the tissue that connects them. You're opening your joints, keeping the blood flowing freely through your limbs, and helping your nerves stay awake and responsive. And the best part, stretching is something you can do in almost any space at any time, without equipment or impact on your joints. Let's say you wake up and do a gentle shoulder roll. Then you raise your arms slowly overhead, hold and breathe. You bend gently to the side, then forward only as far as is comfortable. You sit and extend your legs, flexing your feet toward you. You rotate your ankles. You twist slowly from the waist. These aren't big dramatic movements, but over time they unlock your range of motion and keep you from stiffening up as the years go on. I once met a woman named Doris, 79, who told me her secret to feeling 20 years younger was stretching in the morning. I don't walk like I used to, she said, but I move better now than I did 10 years ago. Because I stretch, she made it part of her coffee routine. Before she poured that first cup, she did a short series of moves. Her doctor taught her, "It wakes up my body," she said. "And it reminds me I'm still capable." That's what stretching does. It reminds your body that it's still capable. It gently says, we're still here, we're still moving. And when you stretch daily, you make walking easier. When you do it, you reduce the risk of injury, and you start each day by telling your body, I'm working with you, not against you. It's one of the simplest habits you can form, and one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. Number 2, strength routine that protects your independence. If there's one thing doctors agree on when it comes to aging, well, it's this: strength matters, not just for lifting heavy things, but for living a full, independent life. And while walking is great for the heart, it doesn't build strength the way your muscles truly need as you get older. That's why resistance training, using light weights, resistance bands, or even just your own body weight, is one of the smartest things you can do instead of walking, especially after 60. Why? Because after age 60, your muscle mass naturally begins to decline. It's a process called sarcopenia, and unless you actively work against it, it gets faster with every passing decade. Less muscle means less strength, less balance, and less ability to do the little things like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or catching yourself from a fall. Strength training doesn't have to be complicated. It can look like using 2 soup cans to do bicep curls while watching TV, or doing a few squats from your kitchen chair, or using a resistance band to press your arms forward or outward while sitting upright. These small moves done regularly tell your body, keep the muscle, still need it. I once knew a man named Carl, 82, who had stopped walking due to hip pain. For a while he feared he was headed for a wheelchair, but his doctor gave him a simple strength routine, just 15 minutes a day, using resistance bands while seated. 3 months later, he was getting up from his chair without using his hands. 6 months later, he was climbing stairs again, not fast, but with strength and with pride. Strength gives you options. It gives you control. It makes everyday tasks easier, safer, and more enjoyable. And here's something most people don't know. Muscle also helps regulate blood sugar, improve sleep, and support brain function. So when you strengthen your body, you're strengthening far more than just your arms and legs. The key is consistency. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym. You just need to tell your muscles every day, you still matter. And when you do, they'll respond. They'll stay with you. They'll carry you forward, stronger, steadier, and more confident in every step you do or don't take. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, a breathing practice that strengthens from the inside out. Most people don't realize just how much power lies in the breath. We take it for granted. It's automatic, constant, always there. But as you age, your lung capacity naturally shrinks. Your chest wall becomes stiffer. Your diaphragm loses strength. And unless you actively work to keep your breathing muscles engaged, that slow decline adds up. You may start to feel winded walking upstairs or even after long conversations. You may notice more tension in your chest, more shallow breath, more fatigue. That's why doctors now recommend deep, intentional breathing as a daily health habit, one that can rival walking and its benefits, especially for old adults. Breathing exercises help in 3 essential ways. They improve oxygen exchange, reduce stress on the heart, and calm the nervous system. A simple routine might include sitting comfortably, placing one hand on your chest and one on your belly, then slowly inhaling through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a moment, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this for 5 to 10 minutes each day. It might sound too simple to make a difference, but over time it can reduce blood pressure, lower anxiety, and increase your stamina. I met a woman named Norma, 85, who had stopped walking outside because of shortness of breath. She felt embarrassed, like her lungs had turned against her. Her doctor recommended a daily breathing routine to retrain her diaphragm and calm her system. At first she said it felt silly just sitting there breathing, but 2 weeks in she noticed she was sleeping better. A month in, she climbed the steps to her front porch without needing to stop. I didn't think breathing could be exercise, she said, but I was wrong. It's medicine. And she's right. Deep breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which calms the body and reduces inflammation. It helps move fluid, supports digestion, and increases focus. And unlike walking, it's something you can do even when you're sick, sore, or stuck in bed. The beauty of breathing is that it's always available. It costs nothing. It requires no space, and it meets you where you are, whether you're strong or tired, standing or lying down, worried or peaceful. It's your built-in tool for resetting, strengthening, and reconnecting. So if walking feels out of reach today, take a seat, inhale slowly, exhale fully, and remind yourself you're still in control of your health, one breath at a time. Number 4, a balance routine protects your future. Most people don't think about their balance until they start to lose it. But the truth is, balance is one of the most essential and most overlooked keys to living independently as you age. Falls are the number 1 cause of serious injury in older adults. And they don't just bruise your body, they bruise your confidence. After a fall, even a minor one, it's common to become more cautious, more hesitant, more sedentary, and that leads to a spiral: less movement, less strength, and even poor balance. But here's the good news: balance is a skill, and just like strength, it can be trained, improved, and maintained, often with just a few minutes a day. Doctors now recommend gentle balance training as one of the most powerful daily habits for seniors who want to stay upright, independent, and injury-free. These movements aren't complicated, and they don't require fancy equipment. You might start by simply standing near a counter or sturdy chair, lifting one foot slightly off the floor and holding for 10 seconds. Then switch sides, or you might try shifting your weight slowly from one foot to the other, while keeping your torso steady. More advanced versions might include standing heel to toe or practicing slow motion marching in place. And if you're open to it, a class like Tai Chi or gentle yoga can offer excellent low-impact balance work with added social and mental benefits. I remember a man named Joseph, 81, who had started avoiding stairs after a close call on his front porch. Didn't fall, but he almost did, and that almost shook him. His daughter bought him a balance board, and he began doing short exercises each morning in his socks. After a few weeks, he told me, "I'm not afraid of my porch anymore." That's what balance training gives you back. Not just coordination, confidence, and it doesn't just stop falls. It improves posture, core strength, ankle stability, and even focus. Your body becomes more aware of where it is in space. You begin to move with intention rather than fear, and that quiet confidence shows up in everything from reaching for the top shelf, standing in the shower, to walking through a crowd without hesitation. If walking is hard on your joints, or if you're trying to avoid a setback, balance work might be your best ally. It keeps you on your feet, sharpens your awareness, and restores the quiet trust you once had in your own body. Not because you're trying to prove anything, but because you still want to live on your terms. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bells. You don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. A brain routine that keeps you sharp and engaged. Your brain is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs regular stimulation to stay strong. After the age of many people notice subtle changes in memory, attention, or problem solving. That's normal. But what's not often discussed is how powerful daily mental engagement can be in slowing cognitive decline and even building new neural connections. Well into your 80s and beyond, you don't need to be solving problems or memorizing poetry. The goal isn't to become a scholar, it's to stay engaged, to challenge your brain just enough to keep it curious, active, and alert. That might look like doing a crossword each morning, playing word games with friends, learning how to use a new piece of technology, reading a chapter from a book you've never read before, or better yet, discussing it with someone else. Doctors and researchers have found that people who consistently challenge their brains, especially those who combine mental tasks with social interaction, have a significantly lower risk of cognitive decline. And the earlier you start this habit, the more benefit you gain over time. I knew a woman named Thelma, 86, who never finished high school but ran a tight household and raised 5 kids. After her husband passed, she felt lonely and untethered. Her grandson got her a tablet and showed her how to play memory games on it. Then she joined a small group that did weekly trivia at the library. She once told me, "I don't always win, but my brain feels awake again." That's the key. Feeling awake, feeling like you're still growing, still learning, still part of something. When your brain is engaged, your mood improves, your energy rises, and even your physical health follows. Because motivation, movement, and memory are more connected than people think. So if walking isn't on the table today, ask yourself this: did I challenge my brain today? Did I read something, solve something, create something, or share something new? These small actions may not make you sweat, but they strengthen your sense of self. They remind you that you're still here, not just surviving, but thinking, choosing, participating. And maybe, just maybe, that daily puzzle or afternoon chat is doing more for your longevity than you realize. Because living to 100 isn't just about moving your body, it's about keeping your mind fully alive while you do it. Final thoughts. By now you've probably realized something important. Living a long, healthy life isn't just about walking, it's about movement. Yes, but also about stillness, about breath, intention. It's about showing up for yourself in ways that feel gentle, doable and deeply meaningful. These 5 daily habits, stretching, strength training, breathing exercises, balance work and brain stimulation, aren't just alternatives to walking. They're pillars of longevity in their own right. One supports a different part of you. Together they create a foundation for strength, clarity and confidence that can carry you through your 70s, 80s, and well beyond. So ask yourself, which of these could you start today? Not next week. Could you do a few shoulder rolls before breakfast? Could you lift soup can? Or sit up a little straighter as you breathe deeply? Could you play a card game, call a friend or stand on one foot while brushing your teeth? You don't have to do all 5 at once. Start with 1, make it yours and build from there. Because the path to 100 isn't paved in miles walked, it's built on daily choices made with care. And the more you take ownership of those choices, the more your body and mind will respond with strength, grace and vitality. Aging isn't something to resist, it's something to engage with actively, gently and with great respect for all you've carried. Your health does have to decline just because the calendar moves forward, and your joy doesn't have to shrink just because your pace slows down. You still have so much life ahead, so many moments to claim, so many ways to care for yourself, not with force but with love. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.